we have Paul Mald as the Who, and we have the lovely CoLLeTTe McLaFFerTy. McLaFFerTy. I know. I have like.
I didn't have a last name for several years.
You were Edible Red.
CoLLeTte.
And you were Edible
Yeah,
Red. That's how I know you.
Nobody called me by my name.
No, you were always Edible Red or CoLLeTte Red or.
And now I'm CoLLeTte McLaFFerTy.
Yeah.
It's like Puff Daddy going to P Diddy.
Yeah, but it's CoLLeTte. Your name is almost happening in a scary term right now because you turned legit because you work. Is this correct?
Yes, I was. I am currently being sued for close to $10 million.
Yeah. Whoa. Talk about the cha-ching.
Oh
Now, is this legal for you to even be sued that amount of money?
Here's actually in our legal system, anyone can sue anybody for anything, for any amount. So my answer to that is that I think our legal system needs to be reformed because, in my opinion, what is happening is not acceptable.
Yeah, so just briefly go over why you were being sued for $10 million because it's pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everyone should really pay close attention because
it could happen to you. This could happen to you.
It could happen to anybody.
Yep.
Anybody.
Absolutely.
Like easy.
Yeah. And actually, lawsuit abuse and frivolous lawsuits are becoming an epidemic in our country, which is why I'm speaking
like a reality show?
I would say that it's on par with a reality show. And here's the thing. Defendants are usually told to just keep quiet. Keep quiet till it's all over. And in my opinion, that just enables the system to stay the way it is without any kind of change.
All right, so the reason you are being sued for $10 million is because?
Because I accepted a job in a Pink tribute band.
Like Pink, the singer.
Pink, the singer. And there were two men that, and you know what, I'm going to give them fake names if that is okay, because I'm not here to defame anybody.
Right.
So let's call the guy that's suing me, let's call him Mike.
Okay.
And the guy that hired me, let's call him Bob.
Okay.
Mike and Bob had a Pink tribute band. Bob really wanted me to sing, so he showed Mike my videos on YouTube. And Bob was like, I'm so excited that you want to do this because I told Mike all about it. He's seen your videos. This is going to be great. I had not met Mike yet. A couple weeks later, you know, Mike wants to keep looking, but you're welcome to audition. I never hear from Bob until a few months later. Mike is no longer in the project, so
you never ever sang with the band, not even once?
I did, but I never met Mike, never sang with Mike. Eventually, Bob offered the position to me again, and I declined because I was too busy. So then I was offered a job in the band as a hired gun, so I was paid. I was not a member of the band in any way, shape, or form. No, it was a great band. I loved them.
And you were the singer.
I was the singer, and a great job. So I'm not talking negatively of the band itself because they were great. I did one show with them. Mike, who is a personal injury attorney, started sending me cease and desist letters for
And he was a musician as well.
He was the drummer.
Okay.
And now Mike and Bob had a falling out, decided to not work with each other anymore. And so at that point, each party was free to start their own Pink tribute band. He served me with papers. It's a 112-page complaint. And, thank you. It's 42 causes of action against 3 of us, with 13 allegations against me personally, like conspiracy for fraud, church interference, and then on top of it, the content of the complaint is also quite insulting. He just talks about how much he hated my singing. Like he's talking.
And I know how you sing. I'm almost jealous of how you sing. I always am jealous of you. Your talent and acting, singing, performing. She was asked to audition for The Voice privately, so I mean, she knows how to sing.
The Voice and X Factor both reached out to me personally to audition. So he talks about how I sang flat for like a verse at a time, how I was too unattractive to perform in a pink tribute band.
Ah.
Yes, this was in the lawsuit. And then I was also threatened with a second lawsuit for defamation of character because Bob was saying bad things about Mike on Facebook. So, and did I mention he's a lawyer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
he knows how
The
to
moral
twist
to the
truth.
story is
okay, so it's quite a crazy story. So
don't
at
worry.
that point, my lawyer, I had to get a lawyer. My lawyer was like, "You need to go to the press because, judging from the correspondence that he was having with him, it seemed that Mike was intent on keeping me in the legal system." So I went to the press and I shared the 112-page complaint with the New York Post. Yes. Well, give it a golf clap because they're like, "Great, we want to do an exclusive. It'll be in the paper tomorrow." So I go to the newsstand the next day. I open up the paper, page 3, with my picture, not a good picture, and it says, "Singer gets sued for being too old and too ugly for Pink tribute band."
Oh.
So,
It only gets worse. Oh, no.
so despite the fact that the case itself is really a contract dispute between Mike and Bob that I got dragged into, the New York Post felt that that was the most interesting
Part
thing.
of the story.
And I'm like, you know what? A couple days, it'll blow over. I'll probably
Yeah,
get some emails, whatever. It goes viral. It goes viral. Time Magazine reports that I'm getting sued for not being attractive enough. FindLaw.com, their headline was, "Bad Ugly Singer Ruins Pink Tribute Band." Lawsuit reports. And I'm actually I've been asking them to please take that headline down because, as you know, I make my living as a singer and I find it offensive and degrading. And they're not really working. They're adding some links and stuff, but they're not working with me how I think they should be working.
You can get them for slander.
Yeah, well, it's really
Not as easy as it seems.
it's
for
not
you.
as easy as it seems. The legal system, it's not as
And
cut
if
and
you
dry.
slander,
I make sure not to slander.
yeah, because you're not slandering.
No.
You're just stating the facts.
I'm stating the facts.
Now, how can you, like, restitute yourself or, like, you know, do something to say, are you allowed to speak out? I know you're speaking now. Like,
Sure.
what do you want to see done, and how do you feel justice will be served?
Um,
And how long is this going to go on?
well, there's good news. The plaintiff had, he wanted a preliminary injunction, and it was just denied as of 2 days ago. Thank you. It was just denied. So the case is still in court, but now the ball is in my court, and I have options if I want to file a motion to dismiss.
Can you countersue?
Yes, I can.
There we go.
So-
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just a matter.
Has Pink ever gotten into this?
Pink has not, and I don't know if she knows about it or not.
Yeah.
I have had some celebrities have privately given me their support, but they've said that they've been advised by their teams not to speak about it.
Right.
I do have 3 celebrities that spoke out publicly. Shirley Manson from Garbage.
Hey,
Hey,
I love her.
girl.
Wow.
Love her.
Perez Hilton.
Yeah, you win.
Oh, I love that song.
Me
Shirley,
too.
love you. Perez
I
Hilton.
love that.
And Lloyd Kaufman from Showman.
I love Lloyd. Wow, Perez Hilton's helping.
Perez Hilton.
He's
stuff
spoken your
like
favor.
that.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he bought into the whole old and ugly story. That's the thing
Yeah.
that people don't realize, that the story that the New York Post told just wasn't very accurate.
Yeah.
Not only that, I want to say that my age, I'm 40 years old, and I make sure to tell people I'm 40 because I'm very much an advocate for age diversity in the arts.
Yeah.
I don't.
I always say I'm older than Britney and younger than Madonna, truthfully. But you know, you get the point, right? Exactly. But I'm all for that.
And so, because I just know too many performers that are terrified of anyone finding out their real age.
Yeah, because people can be mean about it.
Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
That's just bullshit.
it should be.
So here's the thing: there was no mention of my age in the lawsuit whatsoever. And I actually spoke to a reporter at the New York Post. His name is Kevin Sheehan, and I'm not saying that this is his fault because it could be an editor. And I accepted Kevin. I said, I don't think the plaintiff knew he was dealing with a seasoned professional.
Right, exactly.
And Kevin said to me, look, I'm your age. I know how it is. You deal with these people that they think they're dealing with some kid.
Right.
So he acknowledged to me that, yeah, he probably had no idea you were 40. So my question to the New York Post is that if a reporter is saying that to me, why would you even put my age? Why would that even be an issue? That makes no sense to me.
Right, exactly.
You know, there was nothing in the lawsuit about my age.
Wow.
So they're just being dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were being dicks.
Yeah, they just want to sell newspapers. Yeah.
Right, which and behind the scenes, everybody from the New York Post was very nice to
That's
me.
what's scary about things because, you know, they can twist and turn anything they want to make it any way they want it to sound that people will buy.
Well, they're also working for Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah.
So, and I had dealt with the New York Post before, so I thought they were going to, like, give me some love, you know?
Yeah.
And I had spoken to a couple of reporters who are like, look, you know, it's like we're freelance journalists. It's like sometimes the New York Post is just where you end up because that's where the work is. And then you have to create the kind of work that will satisfy, you know. So they did, as tabloid journalists, they did their job.
Exactly.
You go there for entertainment, not for real news.
No, it's not. It's definitely tabloid.
So know that that is not true, that story.
So you don't believe everything you read then, huh?
You can't believe anything you read. And I've had other situations where I mean, I won't even get into it, but I was on the Tyra Banks show, and like nothing about the segment I was in was true at all.
Nothing was.
Never.
I know. I was just an extra on a reality show.
Oh God, which one?
I can't talk about it right now, but it's going to air in October. It was
Scripted, right?
It wasn't scripted, but it's all fake, and they just tell you what to talk about, and then you talk about it. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, but it's not real at
Yeah.
all. It's so funny.
Very little of what we read, you have to question everything. Even I was shocked that Time Magazine would go with that story, and I even contacted the reporter from Time Magazine to politely let him know that his story was not really accurate and that maybe they should take a deeper look. And his response was, well, you know, if we report on it again, it'll probably be at the end. So good luck with your trial.
Wow. So right now, though, in a perfect world, how do you see it ending up?
I think it'll have a good outcome for me.
Yeah,
I just don't know what that outcome is. If it's
in your favor, baby. Yeah, because once it's done, you've got to do the other. You got to hit it back. I mean, come on. As you said, you're not a child. You're a 40-year-old seasoned woman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just think
But you have to be patient.
there has to be a happy ending.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a happy ending.
Yeah, that's important.
Or like if it's just, you know, if Perez Hilton like has me on his music show, or whether my justice is through the legal system or outside of the legal system, there has to be justice.
And what happens if, I mean, not that it's going to happen, but say if you lost and you had to pay $10 million, how in the world would you even be able to do that?
Well, you know,
how can they make you do that?
There are a lot of cases where
are you supposed to sell yourself into sexual slavery or something? I mean, like, how could you do it?
I think the answer to that is I had spoken to a wrestler who actually, I can't say his name, but he's kind of well known. And he was trying to like find people for me. And what he was saying is that he actually won a couple lawsuits where he won a lot of money, but he never actually saw
the money.
any money from it. oftentimes, and I'm not saying that this is the case in my case, but oftentimes, the plaintiff is sometimes after specific results that doesn't necessarily correspond to what is in the complaint.
So he's just out to get you, basically.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, that's fine. All right, on another note, I wish you only the best.
Thank you.
It is National Hot Dog Day.
Okay.
We need a skeleton from your closet, even though you just shared a whole bunch of stuff that's not a skeleton, that's legitimately.
Can it be related?
It can be if you want it to be.
Okay. The reason why I'm in this legal battle, I could have taken care of this right at the beginning, but I missed a filing deadline because I listened to someone else that said, well, you don't need to file without actually checking it out myself. And I took somebody else's word. So all of this press, is all because I did not really look and read the paper. I was just so overwhelmed with it
Easily understood.
that I was just willing to, someone else who's not a legal professional at all, just willing to listen to them as to decide how to handle my life.
Wow.
And this is what happened. So you out there, if you get sued, just pay attention to
The document.
the deadline. If you don't know what to do, call up the Lawsuit Reform Alliance. I called the Lawsuit Reform Alliance of New York, and they talked me through.
And they were helpful?
Yeah, it's okay. I just started messaging everybody I knew.
Yeah.
Some people got back to me, a lot didn't.
Right.
So like tons of people have this message from me. I'm getting sued for like millions of dollars. You know.
Everyone was like, what?
Yeah. So that's my skeleton.
All right, have a hot dog.
Is it hot or is it?
It's not hot.
It's cold.
It's a cold hot dog.
A cold
Yeah,
dog.
a cold hot dog, yeah. But they should be good. Wow, so what website do you want people to get in touch with you on, and how can people help you?
Sure. Well, I have an Indiegogo campaign going on right now. So far, I've raised half of my legal fees.
That's amazing.
I raised half. My campaign is going for another 3 weeks, and it's called Justice for CoLLeTTe.
Yay! And she's CoLLeTTE, so it's a lot of doubles.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I also I'm having a fundraising party at the Parkside Lounge on September 21st, and that's on Houston and Attorney
I'm
Street.
playing there tomorrow night.
You are
I'm playing at
come
Parkside
see?
tomorrow,
Tomorrow's Thursday.
9:30.
I'm there.
Yay!
I'm there.
You can come too. That's from the hot dog.
And it's going to be a free show.
I love Parkside.
But we're going to do 50-50 raffle where like people
Nice.
put money in and then like, you know, somebody wins half of it and then the other half goes to my
your
baby.
fund. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's a free show, so if you don't have money to donate, that's fine.
Right.
And
And when is that?
if you have
September.
thousands to donate, that's fine too.
Well, you've done some pretty good fundraising.
I have.
You have. You're good
I
at that.
started doing that before Kickstarter and Indiegogo were even around.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you asking for on Indiegogo? And if it's Indiegogo, you get to keep it all.
Yeah. Well, right now my current legal bill is $3,200.
Okay.
So I'm only just shooting for the current bill. I'm not thinking ahead. I'm just,
Right.
you know, I don't want to overshoot. And chances are if I do proceed with the countersuit, it'll be with a pro bono lawyer.
Right.
Getting a lot of offers.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
And so, but I'm specifically looking for either a feminist lawyer or
Good.
an entertainment lawyer. You know, I'm just looking for that correct. And if you want to play on the 21st, because it's an open mic, open jam, I'm going
Sure.
to do a short set with
September 21st.
September 21st on a Sunday
Sounds good.
from 6:30 to 12:30.
Sounds good to me.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wow. I'll be there. Yeah.
Yay.
So give it up for CoLLeTTe. Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. Push another button. That's for you, Bob or Mike, whichever one it's supposed to get. Both of them. See ya. Oh, you're gonna do it. Yay! Yay! Sayonara, Pink. Oh, no. Yeah. Good.